Hey guys, so I haven't posted anything in a while and I almost feel like I forgot how to make videos. So I'm going to get back into it by doing some quick videos where I answer your questions on specific topics. And today, Tony has asked me about mega menus. He wants something that looks like this, and he's currently using Dawn theme. And he wants something that is a little bit more sexy. You know, images in the mega menu, maybe little tags like this, the ability to set up different kinds of columns and things. And this website, I looked up this website and yeah, they have some very nice looking complex mega menus with different layouts. And you can feature your collections and things like that. And just as a comparison, here's what we have in Dawn. I mean, this isn't Dawn, this is Trade, but in case you don't know yet, all of the free themes from Shopify, they're all based on Dawn. They're all practically the same theme. And so, yeah, this is the mega menu that you are able to set up using any of those free themes. It's very basic. I mean, it's good that it is a mega menu. It fits a lot of items, but you can't change anything about the layout. You can't add images in here. And yeah, you might just want something a little bit more customizable than this. So what are your options? So the first option is, of course, to use an app. There are a few apps that do mega menus that I'll show you later. And this is what Tony asks about. Can you suggest apps that could perform like the example below? Personally, I don't like to use apps that much for the mega menu, and I'll tell you why. But yeah, the other options would be to custom code, to hire a developer to custom code something. And the third option is actually to switch to a different theme with a better menu. That might also be the option that makes the most sense for you. If you just want some images in your menu, like here, this is another store that Tony sent me earlier as an example. And if you just want some images like this, I'd say that's pretty easy. That's a pretty small job for a developer, and that's something that you could affordably hire a developer to do. And in fact, there might already be a solution for you. So look up Amin Amari on YouTube, and he has a video actually where he shows how to add images to the Shopify menu. I'll show you the thumbnail just so you see what I mean. So he's got the Shopify, the Dawn mega menu here, and he's got a couple of images in there, and you can just grab his code and get that for free. So try that out. Okay, but if you do want something a little bit more complex, if you want to change something besides just the images, like if you want to rearrange these into columns, for example, then yeah, I do recommend hiring a developer if it's within a certain amount of work. Like there's definitely a point at which it could become too expensive to be worth it, yeah? But you know, you can go to a developer and just ask for a quote. If you're looking for a developer, there are two companies that I recommend usually for this scale of project, for small tasks. One is Hey Carson and the other is Store Tasker. And both of these companies specialize in matching you with a freelancer very quickly and getting those jobs done, you know, with a fast turnaround time. If you want to use one of these, I'd really appreciate if you use my links in the description. But obviously you can also find a developer on Upwork and on other marketplaces. But again, as I said, it makes sense to hire a developer only within a certain scale of work. If you want something as complex as this, and if you want the settings connected to it so that you can control the layout and you can change you know, each drop down to have like, this one has, you know, 3 columns and 1 image, this one has 3 images, 1 column, and you know, various things like that. Think about the fact that the developer needs to consider all these different layouts, like all the possibilities of how you might want to lay that out. That's something that could get very expensive very quickly. So in that case, you know, if you don't want to spend thousands of dollars on upgrading your menu on Dawn theme, which I don't think you do, then your other options are either to use an app or to upgrade your theme. Okay, so let's talk about apps. There are a few apps that can help you create a mega menu. Quickify, Globo, and Buddha are the top 3 most popular apps in this category. Buddha especially is one that has been around for a very long time. And if we take a look at these, let me just show you. The great thing about these apps is that they give you so much control to create a very highly customized navigation. So you can add any kind of icons, you can add images here, you can add entire products that can be added to cart directly from the menu, different types of navigations as well, multiple drop downs and things, images, no problem, even videos, which I'm not sure that I would recommend, but that's an option. So these apps are very powerful. The downside, or I guess the thing that makes me doubt if this is the best solution, is that, as you probably have experienced yourself, Shopify apps can sometimes be a little bit buggy, a little bit laggy, and it can be easy to make mistakes when using these apps, right? And on something that is so important as your website's navigation, I would want something that is definitely high quality. It needs to be snappy, it needs to be bug-free. And so the question really is, can I create a high quality navigation using these apps? I think you can, but you generally need to be sort of tech savvy person and someone with good attention to detail, because I think it's easy to make mistakes with these apps. And let me just show you the interface really quickly. Buddha, for example, one thing I don't really like about Buddha is you install the app and you just land on this page with no real explanation. There's no onboarding process. There's just add item and that's it. And then you're on this page and this isn't very clear sometimes. The first thing is choose an icon. And I'm like, I don't know, menus don't always have icons. Like, that seems like a rare use case and they're making it the first step. That's confusing for beginner users. But then later, the thing I like about Buddha is once you have learned how to use it, it's very simple actually, and actually quite a pleasant experience to use it once you have got the hang of it. But there is a learning curve to use it. Another app is Quickify. That's, out of all these apps, I would say this one had the best sort of onboarding. They actually show you the steps that you need to take to start using the app, to set up your menu. And it's a little bit more intuitive, I would say. Add a new menu, and then they give you the different templates, the different options for what kind of menu you want to create. So let's say I want this kind of simple mega menu, and then I know exactly which column I'm adding an item to. And if I want to delete a column, I can delete that. And then there's 3 columns. It seemed a little bit more intuitive to me, and they have like step 1, step 2, but there is still a lot to learn, and it can be quite confusing. So yeah, out of all these apps, I'd probably recommend Buddha or Quickify. I recommend trying each one of them. All of their pricing is approximately the same. They're all about $9 a month for the premium plan. And I'd say that on all of them, you should get the premium plan. The free plans are really not that great. And generally, if you're the type of person that likes to keep things simple and you don't want to get too technical and mess around with these things, then I don't think apps are the right solution for you. Okay, and finally we come to themes. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is it worth it really to switch themes, to upgrade to a premium theme if you're currently using a free theme, just because you don't like the menu? Isn't that just sort of a small part of your store? And I would say no, it's actually kind of the heart of a theme. I would say the header is the heart of a theme. It's kind of like the engine of a car, right? You can modify a car, you can change the body kit, you can change the wheels, the tires and things, but swapping out the engine is difficult, right? I'd say the header is sort of like that for a website, because you can completely change your sections, right? I sell sections on my Gumroad. You guys might have seen it, shop.edcodes. I sell sections that you can add to your theme. There are page builder apps, obviously, like Pagefly. There is an app called Design Packs that I've spoken about in other videos. They sell an entire library of sections that you can add to your theme. And so what I'm saying is that you can completely switch out the body of your website. You can switch out all the sections. But the header, that's something that's difficult to change. And so it actually does make sense to change themes because you want a different design of header or in the mega menu. And let me just show you some themes. Modern themes have some very nice mega menus. Almost all modern themes will have mega menus, but particularly if you go for themes that are for larger catalogs, 200 plus products, then you will find those really advanced mega menus, like on enterprise theme, for example. Because it makes sense, right? Who needs a mega menu? Like if you're selling only 5 products, you don't need a mega menu. But if you're selling lots of products, then it's likely you have a lot of collections and you need a mega menu. And check this out, on enterprise theme, there are so many different types of menu that you can create. Hover over these and it changes this, and there's plenty of images in the menus and things, or you can have a simple menu like that. This theme is called multi, and likewise, just the layouts that you can create inside the mega menus can be, very visually appealing. So I think that if the mega menu is a big priority for you, and not just the mega menu, but the layout of the header itself as well. If you want more things in the header, if you want more control over the layout of the header, then consider upgrading to a premium theme. You guys know I love Dawn, and I make plenty of tutorials on Dawn theme. I think that's suitable for most stores. But if the header is a priority for you, if the mega menu is a priority, then that's a good reason to upgrade to a premium theme. So that's all for today's video, guys. If you're looking for custom sections, check out shop.ed.codes. If you want to use any of the apps or the themes I mentioned in this video, that'll all be in the description, all those links. I appreciate if you use them. And finally, for more videos like this, like and subscribe and leave a comment. See you guys next time.